Okay, so like recently Bowen Yang was talking shit on his podcast, Matt Rogers, Las Culturitas, about all you bitches have it wrong. Ariana Grande is not a homewrecker. Y'all are lying on her name. If we actually know the facts, that we actually know that she was the one cheated on. All y'all bitches suck. Y'all skanks, ugly fucking bitches. And
Legal
a lot of things.
Bowen
Page
Yang
6
starts.
retracted. Like, there's nothing that stops a gay man from supporting his straight best friend. Like, they are allies.
Also, legal disclaimer: Bowen Yang and Ariana Grande are in the Wiz. Or sorry, not the Wiz. Oh, not the Wiz.
Wicked.
The Wicked film together. Sorry, my brain associated all of those together. They're in Wicked together. So I mean, she's a hag. She's a hag through and through, Miss Grande.
Well, shout out Doug Middlebrook. Like, he will always be near her. And her brother is one of them. Her brother,
yeah. One of them.
Is he not?
No, he is.
I know, he's
married, girl. Why would you?
Is
he not? Like, can we? Oh my god.
I'm sorry, it's too good. Yeah, they are in Wicked together. Wicked Part 1 and Part 2. Yes. Because Universal said, we need more money than this. And also, it's going to suck. Here's the thing. Have you seen Wicked at all when it came to Tupac? Or, like, know of it?
I know Theater Kid Sweetheart. I know of it. I only listened to...
the first act.
What is it? I've only listened to the soundtrack / score or the cast recording, Idina Menzel, Christian Chenoweth version.
Yeah.
And then all I remember is Defying Gravity, and then I never paid attention to the musical ever again.
Okay, so here's the thing about Wicked, the musical. It's not bad. It's actually pretty good. And it's still playing at the Gershwin Theater in New York City to this day.
Yeah.
Which is like kind of like hard to do for a lot of Broadway musicals. Anyways, it's a very weird musical because it's based off a book that I read because I was a theater kid as well, and the book is not really that.
It's not all that.
It's not. It's not bad, but it's not adapted the way that we think it is.
Like the original L. Frank Baum, the Wizard
No,
of Oz
not that
book.
Baum. So here's the thing: Wizard of Oz.
Like, sorry, but to clarify, it is like a retelling or like an in-depth like reimagining of the original L. Frank Baum book because that is in the public domain.
Not legally.
Not legally.
No. So here's the tea.
Okay.
You didn't know this. I saw a YouTube video. I'll look it up later, and I'll tell you to link it as well. Okay. It does a better job than I can explaining it. So, The Wizard of Oz did not enter public domain by that time. No, the book had, but the movie had not.
Okay.
So that was made by MGM in the 30s. I think
1939.
Yes. But the musical was made for Broadway in like early 2000s, late 90s. I think they were like prepping it or whatever.
Yeah.
And so they wanted to use elements from the movie that are not explicitly stated in the book. For example, like the red slippers is like the biggest gag because they weren't like that in the original book, I believe.
Yeah, in the original book they were silver,
They were silver.
They were silver, like diamonds.
And like the bubble, and there's so many other elements that are just the movie only.
Yeah.
And so the way they got around this was they adapted not only the original Wizard of Oz book, but a like prequel dark retelling book by Gregory Maguire called Wicked, The Real Story of the Wicked Witch of the West. And that's what they adapted for like the first half of the like movie, or I guess now it's the original musical. And we've adapted the story way too many times. Yeah. Anyways, they adapt that book as like the kind of foundation and for the plot of it, but they use a lot of the elements for the Wizard of Oz movie for like the second act of it, where they tie everything together through the original film. And so the first act is like completely new story, prequel. This is what the Wicked Witch's life, like what she was like growing up. And then when she meets Glinda in college and they become friends. And the end of the first act is her doing Defying Gravity and like leaving the university and then saying like, I'm going to war with the wizard. And that's the second act, is basically like us now following the witch and crew and all the other characters as she fights against the wizard and like the background of the Wizard of Oz movie. So it's very clever, and all the characters then eventually become the Cowardly Lion, the other one becomes the Tin Man, the other one becomes the Scarecrow. And so like the first act is very good. Like the better songs are there, the better storyline is there. But the second part will just not be as exciting to watch anymore. It's just going to be pure nostalgia. But it won't be as gripping. And also, all the good songs are really in the first part of the musical. So the first one's going to be really good. Second one, not so much. Like, I just wish she would have made it like a 3-hour movie then. You know? It doesn't need to be like two-hour films released a year apart, because everyone's going to leave with Defying Gravity in their head.
Yeah.
And they're like, that was amazing, that was great, can't remember the next one. but they're not getting Beyond the Spider-Verse. They're gonna get Wicked Part 2. It's just, it's gonna be okay, but it's not gonna be as great as the first one. It's just so weird that was, like, the decision made, because, like, creatively, like, if anything, I would just shorten the second act just to get it over with, because, like, it's not bad, but it's gonna be weird, and...
It's being directed by John M. Chu, right? He directed Crazy Rich Asians and
which is
the
good.
Heights.
But he also, I think, directed Now You See Me Too. And, I will say, they announced Now You See Me 3. I will be attending. I will go see that movie in a heartbeat. Because I like magic movies. But also, like, when the trailer came out, I thought, like, oh, this is going to be great. This is amazing. I have Jonathan Bailey, who was recently in a show called Fellow Travelers on Showtime
for your clients.
With Matt Bomer. Also, there was a new clip of him in Bridgerton Season 3. Jonathan Bailey, my number one client. Thank you very much for, like, being there, doing the dash. He was also in Crashing on Netflix with Phoebe Waller-Bridge. Like, he's been around. He's been doing the work.
Is he going to be in Heartstopper as well?
Yes, he is playing his character in Heartstopper Season 3, and I am very excited. Also, speaking of other gay content, Young Royals Season 3 is finally aired on Netflix. I am only one episode into the final season. I'm already loving it. And here's the thing, Heartstopper is really cute. Young Royals, they fucking Young Royals. It's amazing. Oh my god, it's amazing. Like, there's so much gay stuff happening right now. Like, Olivia Rodrigo's releasing the Guts Deluxe this Friday. I know she's not gay, but, like, it is a win for the gays. We're getting obsessed on streaming. That's all that matters. St. Vincent's releasing next month. It's very exciting. Casey Musgraves on my vinyl. Like, I really can't stop winning. I know Pisces season is officially over tomorrow. Okay. Or is it over today? I'm just gonna pretend it's, like, for today only. But, yeah. That's exciting news. And then the Oscars happened.
Smooth transition, friend.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh,
Okay.
Jack kind of, like, quick on his feet, quick on his brain.
Let's go. So, by the way, welcome to our podcast. So we're going to be talking about, as you can tell from the title, we're going to be talking about Oscar campaigns today. The Oscars happened, I think, as of today, a little over a week ago, the 95th. Was it the 95th Oscars?
I was there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we weren't there. We did not fly to California. We didn't have press.
My invitation, they said, was coming in the mail, and it never came.
It never came, so I never booked the flight.
It was the 96th.
96th annual Oscars happened about a week and a half, a week and a half
ago. On March 10th.
In the Dolby Theater in LA? They happen in LA.
Yeah, Dolby Theater.
And so we're going to talk about the Oscars because I haven't watched award shows since I want to say 2017 or 2018. So I already knew I wasn't going to watch the ceremony.
Did you watch? You didn't watch the ceremony at all?
I didn't watch the ceremony at all.
You know, I texted you every single 2 seconds. Anyways, I got a YouTube TV trial because I don't have cable anymore to watch the Oscars.
Do you still have your student email? You can, like, if you never signed up with it before, you can. I think you can.
Mine doesn't work anymore.
Oh dang!
Also, like, I graduated over.
Oh really? My student email still works. I'm still using that puppy for things.
I'm very jealous. Also, like, we switched from Gmail to Outlook halfway through, like, my college experience. I said I don't like using Outlook. I never want to use Outlook. I hate Outlook. It's literally ass. Anyways, I watched the pre-show for the Oscars, and you know who were, like, the guest, like, pre-show presenters?
Ooh.
So one was Julianne Hough. Okay. The other one was Amelia de Moldenberg, who runs Chicken Shop Date. I love her. And then the third one was Vanessa Hudgens, Miss Inevitable. Anyways, she's pregnant.
Yeah.
And so every single time someone came up to her, someone who's famous, she's like, congratulations. She got told congratulations like maybe 8,000 times in one night. Imagine, like, any celebrity coming up to you like, oh, noticeably pregnant woman who's asking me questions. How are you? Congratulations on having your baby. She's like, congratulations on your nomination. You know, it just felt like so, like, reciprocal. Every single time she said, like, you're doing amazing, girl. Like, you're doing amazing.
Oh, that's so funny because I remember all the jokes that were coming up on Twitter that night. Vanessa Hudgens getting her kid ready for preschool. Put your sneakers on. From her gorgeous song Sneaker Night,
it's a hit.
As we're all familiar with here.
It's a hit.
Are you okay?
I love Sneaker Night. That's one of the best songs ever.
I know. Jack is not new to this song. He's true to this song. I've known for years he loves this song.
I requested the song to be played at prom. They did not. No, because here's the thing.
They don't know taste.
Secret Night was one of the best singles. And no, it's the only single from her second album, Identified. It came out in 2008 on May 27th. It changed the game. Anyways, sorry.
She kind of sounds like Fiona. Fiona Apple? Is that what it is? Yeah. Okay, so anyway, sorry. The Oscars happened. You watched it. I don't watch award shows.
I watched it live. It was late. It didn't begin right on time either.
Oh, the ceremony?
Because the protest is happening for the Free Palestine.
Free Palestine. Group. So I didn't watch. I didn't watch the ceremony because I never watch. And then and so there were protesters happening outside, and Free Palestine. And so here's the thing. I don't take the Oscars seriously, and I don't think anyone should. So the Oscars aren't a serious organization. Let's just point blank, period. And I'll explain why they're not after we get through the ceremony for a little bit.
As Judd Apatow said, Will Smith could have killed somebody.
He could have. Oh my gosh. Oh, what did Zoe Kravitz say? Here's the dress I wore since we're assaulting people.
And it's the way, it's so funny, earlier in the night, everyone's like, it's such a great dress she's wearing. And then, the day after, what a horrible dress she wore.
And so, just so we're being real, the dress is ugly. I don't think she was wearing jewelry, either.
Why are the girls afraid of the necklace? God forbid earrings,
Oh my, anyway.
What do you mean you're not wearing a necklace and you have your hair pulled back? The fuck is wrong with you?
Because I wasn't even able to go back and watch our predictions episode to see how many got right. I didn't care. Mm-hmm. So after the ceremony was over, I go through their Twitter to go review who won, and I predicted most of this. I thought I knew Oppenheimer, Best Picture, lock.
Yeah.
Christopher Nolan, Best Director, lock. Cillian Murphy, Best Actor, lock.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, RDJ, Best Supporting Actor, lock. Divine Joy Randolph, obviously she was going to win. No one was going to stop her. And then what really upset me was Best Actress. Mm-hmm. Because, as we all know, I remember that at least. I said Lily Gladstone, and she won SAG. Mm-hmm. So I thought it was a shoo-in, and then Emma Stone won.
Yeah.
And so, also, lots of snubs, a lot of shutouts. Poor Things was sweeping that night, by the way.
At the beginning, it was very scary.
It was very scary. Who else was scared? Raise your hand if you were scared. I was scared.
I was tearing up a bit.
I mean, I was happy for Justine Triet. She won for Best Original Screenplay. Mm-hmm. Cora Jefferson won for Best Adapted. May December went home with nothing. But then it was basically the Killers of the Flower Moon shutout. I was very upset they didn't win anything. They didn't win a single thing.
Yeah.
Which is ridiculous. And then I think
what would have had the best thing to win for, though?
It didn't even win editing. What?
I would have given it to Oppenheimer, though.
It went to Oppenheimer. And
so I'm looking at them real quickly, what they're all nominated for. Best Costume Design, lost to Poor Things.
It should have went to Lily, the Oscars. Would have been at least the one thing they would have gotten. But then, what else were they nominated for that they didn't get?
Production Design. The Poor Things. The thing is, I think the thing about Killers of the Flower Moon that sucks about it, not that it's a bad movie, but I mean, in terms of, its awards hopes, is that it's too subtle at times. And it's not as showy. They tend to always give awards for the most things. So, production design is between Barbie and Poor Things. Is the sets are built. They're not normal. They stand out. They stick out. That looks like something I want to award. Same thing for costume design. Same thing for makeup. And then in terms of, score, you're going to do the most memorable one rather than, the best one for the film. Mm-hmm. I listen to Oppenheimer's score outside of the context of the movie because it's just that good.
Good chill hip-hop beats to study to.
And then for best film editing with Oppenheimer, there's so many edits in that movie, especially for the scenes when they show the little particles or whatever all the time. That's good editing, and it's very showy editing, and that's why it wins. Same thing for sound. The sound stood out in Zone of Interest.